What's up, guys? We're back.
On the floor for Memphis. They got Wright. Carter is out there with Conley. Then it's Matt Barnes. And it's Stokes in at the 4 slot. Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it in the arena.
Len with a screen on Conley. Out to the and Tucker kicks to Morris. Shoots from 12. The Grizzlies pull it in. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not. And that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
And for those younger folks who might not be familiar, go online and look at some old clips of Vince Carter. In his prime, Clark, one of the great dunkers the league has ever seen.
And for my money, the greatest game dunk in pro basketball history belongs to him. With Team USA back in 2000, jumped over a 7-2 center.
Yep.
Punched it on it.
I remember that.
Wright dishes to Barnes. Sinks the triple. Barnes has got a couple of threes now in the first for the
ball movement.
Morris a screen.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Outside Conley. Dishes it to Stokes. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain position here. Lures checked in for the Suns.
Get that out of my paint. Get that trash out of here. It's in my paint.
Carter, the pass to Conley. That's good.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play. And the Grizzlies, guys, a powerful post-play team. Mike Conley, though, is still the straw that stirs the drink. I mean, he may be the most underrated point guard in our league. His quickness and ability to penetrate the lane brings a great balance to their offense.
And a wide open look for Freak. And it's off from 3-point range. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Conley with it. Out defended by Freak. And it's Conley penetrating. And again, Memphis no good. And Conley at 6'1", about 175. Pretty
and one.
Frame.
And one.
Well, he embraces the team's tough defensive style. He gets into you, racks up steals. And he's really a committed defender.
And a close.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
From 12 feet out, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from 3-point land so far in the ballgame. Wright sets a screen. Carter gets to Conley. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 3 assists in the game.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Freak dishes to one. They set the pick. Here's Len. Sweet little floater.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Dishes to Barnes. Lots of room. And it's Memphis with another.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Freak. Covered by Conley. Knight into the lane. Stolen by Carter. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Freak looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And stolen by Freak. And Phoenix pushing it up now. The shot by Knight, no good.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Right, the pass to Carter. He had a nice open look right there. Carter's got his first 2 points of the night. Here's Freak. No good on that last second attempt there. Oh, and let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team. Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player. The Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Then for the Grizzlies, Brandon Wright's checked in for Randolph. Barnes comes in for Green, and it's Carter in for Mike Conley. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Wright is out there with Barnes. Then there's Carter. Then there's Allen. And it's Gasol. And at the center, for Memphis, they have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw.
Shooting from beyond the arc when his feet aren't set. Close him on. Close out on him to run him off the 3-point line. Prone to taking bad shots.
Suns trail by 10. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less
and one.
than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers was just phenomenal. He dropped in 15 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. Overall, just an impressive bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. Part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
Here's Allen. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Suns trail by 10. And there's Knight. That's good on the assist by Freak. Knight's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Barnes kicks to Allen. And he finishes nicely.
Where's the fucking help?
Allen's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies.
You know, that's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, there isn't a team that gives them too much trouble anywhere in the league. They're good at home and on the road. They're used to playing in tight, low-scoring games, and they create that situation with their deliberate style.
Pass to Carter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 12-point Grizzly lead.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just can't.
That is a load of shit right there. That is a loud load of shit.
To have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Stokes is checked in for Marc Gasol. Memphis has gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Carter dishes to Barnes. Back to Carter. 6 on the shot clock. Allen drives in. Misses in close. Suns trail by 12. Here's Freak. The three-pointer off the mark.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And the foul called on Freak. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
Phoenix.
Oh my fucking God! Why can't this?
To me, Clark, it's Tony Allen. He is the poster boy for that. He'll go out of his way to remind you he's a first-team all-defensive player as well. He can back up everything he says.
Yeah, and nobody works harder. I mean, he gets up into you. Even on the ball, he can come up with steals.
Uh-oh, guarded my favorite player.
Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Allen's got 8 points in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really.
God fucking damn it!
Got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
The 10-footer. No good. And Phoenix will come the other way.
Give me the
They
ball.
Really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And that one's good. Free.
Not much working for him as he moves to 1 of 6 now in the quarter.
Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Carter outside. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. Wright sets a screen. Carter drives in. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Carter's got 8.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Freak. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Mike Conley's checked in for Memphis. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And now Warren running the floor all by himself.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Conley into the lane. Out left to the wing. Here's Wright. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Wright's got his second bucket of the night. He gets it up. The shot will not go.
That close. I just need
Runs out.
a little bit more power.
Well, obviously things have not gone your way to this point, at least through the first 2 quarters. How are you guys going to get back in this one?
Well, it's a game of runs, right? They came out strong, got hot on the floor, which allowed them to build this lead. But I think we'll be able to make a run of our own when we come out of half. I guess we'll see.
Let's hope you have time to cover it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball.
Doris back.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Some excellent numbers in this one for Green. He's got 14 points, and he's sprayed home 3.
And the Suns here with a different look. Alex Len's checked in for Chandler. Brewer comes in for Morris. Knight's checked in for Booker. And Freak subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Brandon Wright's checked in for Gasol. Jarnell Stokes comes in for Zach Randolph. Matt Barnes is checked in for Green, and it's Carter in for Tony Allen. Freak in at point guard. Laying out there with John Lue. Then there's Brandon Knight, and it's Tucker in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs. You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies, and really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
Back to Conley. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
And it's Len. That time on the assist by Freak. 6 points for Alex Len.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Wright sets a screen. Conley into the lane. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Conley's got 11 in the second half. Freak kicks to Len. Knight on the wing. Pass to Freak. Len a screen. The feed to Tucker. Lets it go with a 3. And Wright pulls it down.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Conley the pass to Wright. There's the pass to Barnes. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Here's Wright. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Well, among the centers and power forwards of the NBA, these are the players with the softest touch around the bucket. Some terrific shooting percentages for the big men. Second is Brandon Wright. Third is Tyson Shannon.
And most of the guys on that list have that unique combination of power and finesse. I mean, a very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
Yeah, and you've got to have a mix of options if you're going to shoot a high percentage like these guys do. You've got to be able to establish good positions, and then you've got to have a nice feel around the bucket with both hands.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Len dishes to Freak. Good ball movement here by the Suns. No one near him. Works a big height bounce and throws in. Freak's got 18 points in the game.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Conley kicks to Allen. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5
Whoa.
12 on the floor.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
I'm not doing terrible. I could cut down on turnovers, but
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Wright. Second in field goal percentage, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And you mentioned it. I mean, one of the top shooters in the league, quick trigger with just a little better footwork. Boy, I tell you what, he could even move higher up the rankings.
It's Knight with the drive. Can't hit from the elbow.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And guys, Brandon Knight really fits the mold of the new breed of NBA combo guard. He has the length and quickness to guard ones and twos, and his skill set allows him to generate offense both in transition as well as the half court.
Allen left side. Barnes kicks to Allen. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Land's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
A nice shot by Knight.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not? Unbelievable. That's a layup for him.
Allen kicks to Barnes. Soft touch off the glass. Barnes has got 10 points.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed, have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
For Phoenix, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And both free throws good from Freak.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
To the middle, here's Stokes. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Three-pointer. And it's Freak missing. And here is Barnes. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout.
Mm-hmm.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. He's making a switch here. Lights checked in. 59 seconds left in the game. Memphis has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Memphis.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And for the year now.
Nice throw.
And, guys, you could really almost sense it in the air tonight that they were going to come out and give it everything they had to try to even up the season series 2-2 against the Suns.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Mike Conley. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. Green is the 3 with Zebo at the 4. And it's Wright in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. .43 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Doing? Stay down. Stay down.
Shooting for Phoenix, Jermichael Green.
Free throw drops for Green. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And here's Phoenix. 17-point game. Here's Freak. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
That is so tough to defend. He'll cross you over in a nanosecond. That move is next to unstoppable.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here is Smith. Defense right on him. Green with a screen for Barnes. 5 on the clock. Back to Smith. Here's Stokes. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
Was I really just talking to Vince Carter? Oh my God, Vince Carter!
Easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Mark,
The 2K Sports
Mark
Game Show.
Gasol.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Mike Conley. The entire second half was just phenomenal. You could see there was no way he was going to let them lose. Let's go to Shaq. What can you say about his performance? And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
Vic Van Leer.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
My pleasure.
Great game last night.
That's what I do, right?
Indeed, have a seat. Pagnati.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's a bad company, right?
Got no choice. He helps me pay the bills. Plus, my mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice. So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
You want to negotiate an extension for Freak, right?
Since you mentioned it. Your client is quickly becoming a liability for this organization.
We've already put a plan in
Let
place
me
that's going to
finish,
address all your
Dom.
concerns and
Please,
issues.
let me finish. Thank you. Myself, the front office, and the coaches are not satisfied with the adjustments you've made in your life off the court. I personally warned you about the company you keep, and we're fed up with the late nights and showing up late to shoot-arounds and the bad press and the incident at the nightclub. I told you Vic was going to be your downfall, and I was right. Something has to change now, or we're not going to need your services any longer.
Hey, if this is about that Twitter stuff, Vic was playing. Okay, it was a joke.
It's not about that. It's everything.
Like I told you before, Vic is my best friend. I can't just cut him off. He's practically family.
Not really.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything, Dom. I'm saying it. Freak and his friend Vic are a problem for me and this organization. And I called you in here to figure out how we all together can fix this problem. And right now, I'm only seeing one solution.
I agree that Freak may need to make some adjustments in his personal life off the court, but that's a learning process. We both know that. But this almost sounds like a threat. And Dom Pagnati doesn't take too kindly to threats. Is this a threat?
Call it what you will.
We all know that Vic is a problem. The only person who doesn't seem to realize that is my brother. Sorry, bro, but enough is enough.
I don't have a problem with what you're saying. I have a problem with how you're saying it. I know we can come to some understanding without all the ultimatums or threats.
Can we all come to a understanding, a compromise?
No more compromises. I already warned Freak. I told you. Don't be a hero. Cut
Cut
that
zero.
It's cut Vic loose, or we trade Freak. It's that simple.
Fine, we'll go sign with another team.
Good luck with that, Pagnati. Because of Vic, Freak's reputation precedes him.
No, because of Freak's God-given talent, his reputation precedes him.
Everybody's been talking. Dom, you know how this works. This is not about you and me and our history. This is about your client. Help him.
You talking as if I'm invisible. You talking around me, about me, but not to me. Vic has always had my back. And I've given this team everything I got. I practice hard. I play hard. Yeah, some nights I got it, some nights I don't. Some days I might even show up a little late to shoot around. But every time I'm on that court, I've always given my best. And I see how it is, though. I mean, us players got to be loyal to you, but you don't have to be loyal to us players. Try to give me some father and son talk, talking about how you love your players and how you look up for them. Come on, man. You trying to cut me off like you cut off Izzy. Don't you have people loyal to you no matter what? People you can't cut off? Well, that's me and Vic. Vic and me. Y'all insist, really. They can tell me stop hanging with Vic. What makes you think they won't tell me stop talking to you? You remember in 7th grade? Some guys were trying to jump me over some girl. Vic was the one to get some friends just to walk me home. When they came, we went at it, but I wasn't alone. When I got my scholarship, it was Vic who put the word on the streets that nobody should mess with me because I had a future. Vic was protecting me. And sir, I know Vic is crazy. But before all the hype and the lights, media, fame, it was just me and Vic. He's always been there. I mean, if y'all don't like that, I don't know what to say.
It hurts me to say this, but I see his point. What you don't understand is that the league doesn't have your back anymore. Not like they used to. They try, but it's too much. Social media has changed everything. And this last incident with Vic, that was the final straw.
It was a joke.
It wasn't funny. You know it wasn't a joke. Vic was defending you, stepping in to protect your honor, fights manhood, his wife, his kids, his family, so you can be the big dog on the court? It's uncalled for.
And they all know your relationship with Vic, so they think it's coming from you.
But that's the media blowing everything out of proportion as usual.
It's not just the media. He's attacking other players, other teams. He's out of control. Vic just doesn't know how to behave.
We got guys on our squad who don't want to be here because of that beef. There is no place for that kind of inappropriate behavior in this league. If you can't trust your teammates, who can you trust?
What Vic is doing isn't right. He's bringing you down, and people can see it. I see how all the other players are looking at you. Oh, it's not cool. It's not cool at all.
What, don't talk to him? Don't hang with him?
You do what you got to do. That's your call. But let me tell you this. You asked me if I had friends that I couldn't cut off? Yeah, I did for a while. Friends, business partners, girlfriends, wives, family that I thought I couldn't cut off. But I learned that sometimes you got to make the hard decisions. I mean, some of these people, they were just bad for me. They were bringing me down. They weren't making me better. They were good for the time that they were there, but I grew up. Not in age and maturity, but in mind and spirit. I was ready for the next level in my life. And I'll be honest with you, I've been on the receiving end of that. I've been cut off before myself, and yeah, it hurt at the time. But looking back, they were doing the right thing for me. Just don't tell my ex-wife that, Pagnati.
So what's the next move?
The next move is Freaks. It always has been. Question is he ready and willing to do what needs to be done?
This is messed up.
You take a moment to think about it, but think long, think wrong. The snafu should have been cleaned up a long time ago. With or without you, we got games to win.
Freak, gotta handle your business.
Okay. We've all said other things. You might cut me off as your manager, but I will always be your sister. Twin, this is on you. I might not like it, but I will respect any decision you make. Yvette, please.
CC.
Yvette.
It's Dom.
Lesbian sex scene.
Why?
I'm gonna cut right to the chase. Our brother is deeply in love with you. And I'm ready to put our differences aside if you want.
Really?
On a string.
I'm with it.
Team free.
Team free.
Alright, so if you're gonna be down with the team, I gotta show you the dap.
For the dab.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
1, 2, 3, shoot, switch.
Switch.
Again.
Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, switch.
Yeah.
Okay. Like that. Cool. Yeah.
Lesbian sex scenes. That would be funny if Spike Lee would have done that. Put a lesbian sex scene in this game. Jesus, that'd be so like, oh my gosh, Spike, no. So we have one more game left in the season. Okay. Still kind of mad that I don't have any like basketball shorts. It's kind of stupid. Like, who doesn't have basketball shorts in a basketball game? That just doesn't make sense. Pack cards, park cards. Gatorade. Okay. Uh, 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 I don't know. Do I have to buy him from here? Oh, okay. Thunder. So, show. Let's go with alternate shorts. Buy. Buy this one. One last game, boys. Versus the Clippers.
This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kind of hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to playoffs, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and give it everything I have one last time. So there goes nothing.
It's game time in Phoenix as the crowds at the U.S. Airways Center look to cheer on the Suns. And this is a one-and-done trip for Los Angeles. The Clippers in the lead. And here's Stevenson. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Memphis. It's Redick on the way. Nailed from three-point land. Redick's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And Redick is just an unbelievable three-point shooter. It's not just his volume, it's his pinpoint accuracy. By the end of last season, Redick was 40% from behind the arc for his career.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
He had a great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Len, a screen, and it's Bledsoe off the drive. Len sets a screen for Freak, passes it to Len. Here's Tucker. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Jordan the screen. Back to Paul, beyond the arc. Morris with the rebound. Suns trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Morris with a screen on Stevenson. Now here's Freak. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Fires for 3. Here's Len. It's good.
Attaboy.
On the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Phoenix making some changes. John Lurie is checked in for Markieff Morris. Warren comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Sonny Weems subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Cole Aldridge is checked in for Los Angeles. Johnson comes in for Blake Griffin.
Chance here to check out some stats on Lance Stevens. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's averaging 7 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point. How sweet was that? Honey sweet Paul with great form.
Now here's Freak, defended by Paul. Freak dishes the land. Weems kicks to Freak. Clock at 6. Shoots. Kept alive. Clippers leading by 6. Here's Reddick. Rebounded by Weems.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
That's good.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has. They've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now Reddick. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Paul outside. On the wing, Stevenson. Back to Paul. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Alex Len picks one up.
And obviously, Chris Paul's one of the most highly recognized players in the game. High school All-American, college All-American, NBA Rookie of the Year. I mean, the list goes on and on.
And that one's good. Free.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Reddick with it, out defended by Freak. Kicks it out to Paul. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Here now, the 2K leaderboard, showing us the best passing teams in the NBA over the course of the last month. The Clippers third.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Well, Phoenix, since the All-Star break, we get a look at the numbers they put up. 6th in blocks, 6th in free throw percentage. And they're in the top 10 in rebound. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
And going back to their block shots, they're fearless, challenging shooters and contesting everything. You end up on a few posters, but I love that willingness to take a stand defensively.
Highly decorated Chris Paul, multiple NBA All-Team selections, all defensive team selections. No MVP yet. It's probably right around the corner, though, for him.
Yeah, you know what? He's only worried about one thing, though, and that's hoisting that Larry O'Brien championship trophy at some point in his career.
And it's Freak missing.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
And guys, Wesley Johnson, 4th overall pick back in the 2011 draft. Everyone thought he would have the jump shot to become a prolific scorer. And Clark, the length to defend at a high level.
Yeah, you know, in his rookie year, he averaged 9 points a game. Last year, his 5th, he averaged 10. I think it's to the point where he is what he is.
You know, getting back to Wesley Johnson, you kind of want to kidnap him and just chain him to a set of weights. I mean, he has all the natural ability in the world to be a difference maker, but he just lacks the strength to do anything with it. I mean, a voracious competitor in college. He's been relegated to marginal production at the pro level, and I really feel like a lot of it is because he physically struggles at times at this level.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned, pound-the-rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them.
Paul with the bucket.
You know, on the topic of Wesley Johnson, I remember him in college. I remember the guy who took over games and even showed a certain toughness when he did it. He hasn't gotten to that point here in the pros, so he may soon be entering a crossroads in his career. They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
The dish to Reddick. Johnson sets the screen for Reddick. Johnson left side. Kicks it out to Paul from the arc. Paul missing again. Freak passes to Weeds. Good D by Stevenson.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket.
And now, your son's dancer.
And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team. When your starters feel that good about this. And the Suns here with a different look. Alex Len's checked in for Chandler. Lure comes in for Markieff Morris. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Freak subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Cole Aldridge, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Johnson comes in for Pierce. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Paul. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Griffin. Lance Stevenson is out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Johnson, and it's Aldridge in at the center, locking down the middle. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Here's Freak. 9 points in the game so far. From deep. The shot misses. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Kings played some outstanding basketball. He dropped in 15 points and added a couple of rebounds with that. This was just the game he wanted to have as he leads his team to the playoffs. You want to be hot late, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
And Stevenson kicks to Aldridge.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Shooting 100% in the quarter, they've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunity. A moment here to look at the numbers for Blake Griffin. Since the break, he's been simply stellar, averaging about 19 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense. Just fantastic.
Here's Redick. It's hauled in by the Suns. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of them. That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Len with a screen on Redick. And a wide open look for Freak. Misses off the left iron. Los Angeles leading by 10. Here's Johnson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight. And it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
Freak dishes to Weems. Feeds it to Freak. Lets it fly from 18. Not that time. His sixth miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far. Reddick passes to Aldridge. He feeds it to Stevenson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Good.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And for all of the improvements he's made to his game, one wonders why Blake Griffin isn't a better shot blocker. I mean, he clearly has the motor and the athleticism. For those 5 seasons, he's averaged only a half a block per game.
On the wing, Johnson. He's got 8. Step back shot, and he hits the jumper for 2. Johnson's got 9 points in the quarter. Suns trail by 16. And regarding Griffin's low block shot number, for some guys, they simply lack a certain feel, Clark, for blocking shots.
Yeah, you know, there's something about the aptitude for shot blocking that sometimes is understated. Just because you're a high flyer in the front court doesn't mean you're going to block a lot of shots. Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
There's the screen. Warren kicks to Freak. 6 to shoot. No good off the front iron.
Wide fucking open.
Get himself together here. I mean, something's going wrong with him this quarter. He's really falling off.
Was shot by Reddick. No good.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far. That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Here's Freak. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
From 20 feet out, and no good trying to get that one. So
God
as we
damn it.
Well, through the first 2 quarters at least, turnovers have been a big issue. What are they doing that is causing you so much trouble offensively?
Let's just get this game over with.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Griffin just having a terrific game. 8 rebounds, and he's knocked down 5 shots at the charity stripe. Good numbers for him.
Yeah, they are.
I'll be right back, guys.
It's been a nice element of his game today.
Alright, guys, we're back. +0 fans.
The Suns have gone 6
We
of 14
stop.
since halftime. A little cold from the field. Here's Freak. It's all
Wide open with a B+.
Not a lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Jordan the screen. Reddick. The pass to Jordan. Nobody near Stevenson. And it's good, assisting on the play with
Oh
Jordan.
my fucking god.
For Lance Stevenson. The Suns shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Here's Len. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Len's got 5 points so far. Clippers have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Stevenson dishes to Aldrich. Outside Jordan, it's Reddick on the wing. Again, Los Angeles.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Johnson, the pass to Reddick. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And, you know, J.J. Redick has shown steady improvement in his game. He entered the league as a spot shooter off the bench. Last season, averaged over 30 minutes a game for the Clippers. He's come a long way.
Both good from the line that time. And Reddick has improved every phase of his game over every year, especially in the area of efficiency. Shooting over 47% from the field last year. And Greg, that by
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, and his mid-range jumper last year, just automatic. The turnovers per minute averaged also ridiculously low. He even improved as a defender.
Pass to Jordan. He dishes it to Reddick. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Over to the left wing. Stolen by Stevenson. It's Reddick on the way. Jordan the screen. And here's Stevenson for 3. They get the rebound. Here's Aldrich. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And now to our rookie leader for a look at this month's steal leaders among the young guys. Freak, number 1.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
Well, he's a premier pickpocket last month among rookies. You can't afford to get lazy around him because he'll leave you empty-handed for sure.
Sonny Weems checks in for Eric Bledsoe. Freak. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Check out the stats for Freak. He's got 11 points and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line, not just getting there, but converting.
And both free throws good from Freak. LA's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Stevenson drives in. Missed inside.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Johnson outside. There's the screen. And Reddick kicks to Stevenson. Reddick dishes to Aldrich. Can't hit from in close.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Here's Freak, and it's blocked by Jordan. Freak with it. Johnson's there. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now the Clippers moving it up. Takes the 13-footer. It's Redick on the wing. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Stevenson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
There's the pick. Down low, here's Lure. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. Free throw good, Lure.
John Lure. 2 shots.
And Lure drops them both. 26 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Stevenson. Defense is right there, and that one's good.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Here's Redick. Len grabs the board. Freak with it. Good if it goes. Got it off in time, but it's no good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Making some changes. Morris is checked in for Chandler. Lure comes in for Mirza Teletovic. And Freak subbed in for Ronnie Price. So for the Clippers right now, Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. And it's Pierce in at the small forward position. And it's Paul penetrating. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint. It's still pretty early to judge, but so far the 2014 draft class has lived up to the hype. The top guys were as good as promised, and a lot of talent down later in the draft as well.
And both free throws good from Freak.
You know, guys, coaching in the NBA is not for the faint of heart. Very little job security. I mean, in essence, you get hired to be fired. Let's face it, it's hard to make a bunch of millionaires do what you tell them to when they might be around longer than you will.
Move the ball.
Right wing. Weems kicks to Freak from the baseline. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron down. Freak's got 10 points here in the second half. And speaking of coaching, sometimes you'll hear that the coach lost the team. When that happens, is that it, Clark? What's your read on that?
You know, I don't quite buy that. I think it's really rare. Winning can cover up a lot of things, and ultimately it does come down to that, being able to smooth out the rough spots, and winning is the best elixir for that.
Morris, left side. He kicks it to Freak. Morris with the screen for Freak. 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Free throw good. Freak. Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for the Clippers. Both shots good from the strike.
And one thing that I know a lot of fans are worried about is NBA jerseys with ads on them. It's something the NBA has explored more in-depth recently and would be another stream of revenue for the league.
And that one's good. Freak's got 8 points in the quarter.
What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
Now here's Paul. He's covered closely. Kicks it to Pierce. Pass to Aldrich. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
8 of the last 10 points that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
They retain possession.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Clippers.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
Yes, very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And reaching an impressive milestone on the year, this will be win number 60. And guys, they have played so well this season, I think pretty much any given night, they've come in with that swagger and attitude, and they've really backed it up.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
Well, they're going to finish, like you said, 4-0 against them, and you're right, very impressive.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Griffin. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
He kicks to Aldridge. There's the killer two-handed slam.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot to stop the run. That's short off the rim.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Now here's Freak, defended by Paul. Phoenix, no good that time either. And here's Crawford. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You'd never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win
absolutely destroyed.
Down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hey, Kevin, I'm here with Blake Griffin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Blake Griffin.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
Is there anyone in the NBA who's more straight up scary than Blake Griffin? I don't think so. Big, strong, powerful, with the skills to match that.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest. It has been a wild ride. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. Now the playoffs begin on 2K Sports. See you back for that.
Too bad we're not in them. "25 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 19 minutes, 6 turnovers, 5 fouls."
I know money isn't everything to you, Freak, and I find it hard to say this, but I've grown to respect that in you. You're a man of conviction. But it's my responsibility to point out the consequences of that way of thinking. Now, for you, winning is everything, but winning isn't something you can do alone. It requires excellent, or at the very least, competent coaching, contributing teammates, and God willing, good health. And we all know that's not a guarantee. Now, the reality is you're not in control of any of those other factors, but if you, as the star player, fail to win and deliver a championship, you will be held responsible. You will be scapegoated, you will be villainized, and you will be punished accordingly. So when you say to me that as a free agent, all you care about is being in the best position to win, I understand what you mean. But again, that's not only up to you. Now, I'm gonna call my guy at Apollo Jets. I'm gonna get us a private plane for this tour. I promise you, you're gonna love the free agency experience. Now, your relationship with Vic has unfortunately cost us in some of these negotiations. We had 10 teams interested, we now only have 3. But thankfully, you wised up when it came to Vic. You been in contact with Vic? Yo, freak, look at me.
He still has one of my cars down.
What did I tell you about the L word?
The L word? What is
Loyalty. I don't know what kind of hold this Vic has over you, but it makes me scared. You're a free agent for the first time in your career, and the only person you need to be loyal to is you. You need to be an FOF. You need to be a friend of Freak. Let's forget about winning without appropriate compensation and loyalty that hasn't been earned and isn't deserved. This is a tough business, Freak. We need to be tougher. Come on.
CC?
Lord Jesus, I was about to blow a gas. Okay, free. Now, there are very few options on the table, and I want you to explore them all before making your final decision. Whatever you decide, it needs to be an informed decision, not an emotional. The larger the market, the greater resources at your disposal, and exposure for you. But if you don't allocate these resources properly, then it's just a big spotlight on you as you lose.
Well, thank you kindly, big sis.
She's right, Freak.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Team Freak. That's what we're about.
Oh, whoa, I don't know if I like this.
What?
Dom and CC high-fiving like that?
I mean, yeah, why you got so certain I'm gonna lose?
Whoa. No one thinks you're going to lose.
You guys sure sound like it.
We just want you to select a franchise that has great coaching, super talent, exposure, but most importantly, a ton of cap space.
The Thunder.
If the team doesn't win and you're to blame, at least you won't be broke, capiche?
OKC.
Also, you should make sure it's somewhere you want to raise a family.
OKC!
You guys have made this decision so much easier.
What do mom and dad say?
You know what they say. I mean, but honestly, I'm torn. I've heard and listened to what you've all had to say. Don't take this the wrong way. There's just one person I haven't heard from. That's big.
Lord help us.
Yo, Vic, where you at? I've been trying to call you, man. Hit me back.
You know him. He's probably somewhere too loud to hear his phone.
I don't know. I think Vic's actually upset with me.
Where they be? There they be. Oh crap. So the Thunder. Let's go. Boston. And let's go. I say we go all the way down and select the team that gives us the least amount of minutes. Oh, looks like I'm gonna be playing for the Celtics. See the roster. All right, I could, you know, we could do good on this team.
All right. Hello. Okay, well, I'd like to thank everyone for coming here today. I especially like to thank God, my Lord and Savior, my family, my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti, twin sister and manager, Cece, my lady. Thank you guys for all your support. I'd also like to thank all the fans, and all the people out there who consider themselves an FOF, friend of free. My free agency has been nothing short of amazing. And frankly, it has been. But like most dreams, the reality is very different from what I mean. About this period and the time I spent in the NBA, I can honestly say that nothing has been more gratifying and more difficult than choosing where to play next year. I sought the wise counsel of my loved ones. Nothing puts me at ease more than knowing that regardless of my decision, you guys will be there for me no matter what. Now, there are so many wonderful teams in the league, each field with stellar talent and all vying to be number one. For me, there's nothing more important than winning and surrounding myself with those who feel just as passionate about the game as I
Should have chose the
and
Thunder.
have an unrelenting desire to win a championship ring. That's what matters most to me. It is for this reason, above all, I have decided to go to the Boston Celtics.
Talent they have on that team, they're going to championship this year.
You think so? And you know what that means?
Cha-ching!
I know.
This is my man. All right, son. Congratulations.
Three letters, M-A-X, baby. Let me see this contract.
Gotta call me right back. I gotta call finally. Yo, fool, where you been? I've been trying to call you.
Mr. Freak?
Yo, who's this?
This is Officer Vasquez with the 9th Precinct.
Officer Vasquez? What the big do now?
Mr. Freak, there's been an accident. Look, we're gonna need you to come down to the following address as soon as possible.
What kind of accident? Put Vic on the phone.
I can't do that, sir.
No, you're not hearing me. I want to talk to Vic.
Look, sir, we need you to come down as soon as you can.
No, hey, listen. Put down the phone, and I don't want to hear it get picked up until Victor Van Leer's on the phone. Put Vic on the phone.
Mr. Freak, Mr. Van Leer was killed in a car accident.
What's going on? Give me the phone.
The car he was driving was registered to you. We were able to identify him from the
Listen
flyers
to
in
me.
his possession.
Freak,
I don't want to talk to you no more.
Freak, give me the phone. Hi, excuse me. Hi. Yes. This is Cece. This is Freak's manager. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, yes, look, we're gonna need somebody to come down and identify Mr. Van Leer. Eyewitnesses say that he was involved in a car chase. 2 cars were chasing him, and as the chase escalated, he eventually lost control and crashed. Look, I'm really sorry for your loss.
Hello. Outside of the deceased, was anybody else injured?
Vic died in a car accident. What? Yeah. They said he was in a car chase.
No.
Freak, I'm sorry. He died.
Sis, all started here.
Yep.
So sad.
Yeah, it's all
It's so sad.
knowing to be some nightmares.
As Daddy always says, all that glitters ain't gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss my brother Vic, though.
Deep down, he was a good person at heart, but he was never quite right. Something was always off with him, even when we were little growing up.
I know, but I loved him anyway. I knew he was trying to take advantage of our friendship, but I didn't care. We were boys, ride or die.
Ride or die.
Just hope Vic finally found peace and depth that he never found in life.
Well, may he rest in power. When you really sit down and think about it, life is about the blink of an eye. And that's for sure. We spend a third sleeping in bed, third trying to figure this thing called life out. Yo, by the time we think you got it all figured out, you only got a third of your life left.
Yeah, life's a trip.
Say that again.
Life's a trip.
10 times 10.
Honey. Hey, yo, shout out to my man Vic.
Shout out to Vic. Come on, let's bounce.
All right.
Yeah, I'm about to wake up the project like I used to.
Better not. You better not. We ain't kids no more.
Cece?
Hey!
Why are you sneaking up on us?
We thought you two left town yesterday after the funeral.
We decided to stay one more day.
Oh, I'm so glad you did. I wish we had known you were coming. We would have made you something to eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
What y'all doing?
Hey, Chuck.
Yeah, talking about yesterday's service.
Okay.
How you holding up, son?
You know what? I'm okay, Pops. You know what? We love you two so much. And it's only now that I'm realizing how much you two sacrificed for Cece and myself. Hey, you know, Vic didn't really get to know his father growing up. We were lucky to grow up in a household with two loving parents. And you know what's sad to say? People thought we had a highly unusual home in the project.
Yeah, folks always talk about the negative effects of boys with no father in the home, but it affects girls too. And it's helped me in my relationships with men in my life.
What man?
Anywho, I know that all men are not dogs because I had a great father in the home. You, Daddy.
I was there too. You didn't do it alone now.
Yes, Mama, of course. Goes without saying.
Thank you, daughter. I did what my father did, and his father before that. A man, a real man, will always be involved in his children's lives. I love your mother. We had our ups and downs, but I love her more than life itself. You two are a direct result of that true love.
Yeah, we know that.
Switching subjects. I know the both of you like I know the back of my hand. You said you were leaving after the service. Why are you here out of the blue?
Yeah, what's up?
Why I gotta be all that?
Yeah, we can't stop by and show our love and appreciation for our loving parents. I'm highly offended.
I am appalled.
What's happening?
Yeah, come clean.
Okay. Me and Cece just want to give you a little present.
Yeah, a small token, a small repayment for everything you've done for us.
Yeah, all the sacrifices you've made.
And we want nothing in return but your love. And grandchildren.
But get married first.
Save your money.
But Daddy, we really just...
But Daddy, nothing. You heard your father.
Well, maybe one day.
Maybe. But one day is not today.
Nope.
Okay. Well, for real, we do have an actual flight to catch tonight. Yes, for real. So,
Good to see you.
Love you.
It did get weird.
As soon as you land.
Okay, Mama.
Yeah, y'all call us as soon as you get back.
All right, as soon as you land.
All right, promise.
Take care of your brother.
Of course, always.
I got this. Don't trust.
Hey, did you forget something?
No. Can you do me a favor and head to the sofa?
The sofa? What's at the sofa?
Just look behind the cushion.
Behind the cushion? Pete, come here.
What do they want now?
What's in the envelope?
Just look inside, Mama.
Pete, you open. Frequency, what's this?
Does it look like it opens doors?
Keys to a house. A new home?
Son, I done told you and your sister a million times. Me and your mother are very comfortable right where we are. This is Harlem, USA. Project or no project. This is our apartment. This is the home we made for you to raise you up right in. We're not moving like everybody else. Tell us.
Frequency, we both appreciate it very much. I mean, we're very grateful.
Okay, look. There's something else in the envelope.
He says look inside the envelope.
What?
Well, look inside.
Montego Bay, Jamaica. Baby, pack your bags.
We are living the dream.
Thank y'all. Love you.
All right, love you guys.
Love you.
Dear Freak, By the time you read this letter, I'll be long gone. I wrote this letter because it's the only way I think my voice will ever be heard. This piece of yellow paper is the only way I'll ever get any of you to stop, listen, really get to know me, Victor Van Leer. My childhood was turbulent, but even in the most unsettling times, there was a break in the tide. Father was the rocky water, and my mom's was the gentle surf. Pops did a lot of foolish stuff, but when he wasn't trashed and was actually taking the time to be a father, he'd say, Vic, you got one life, a fragile life. God can take this life whenever he sees fit. So live, and live plentifully. Each day God gives, live it in abundance. My pops was a smart dude. Most dangerous kind. Educated and street smart. And this apple didn't fall too far from the tree. My mom, yo, she was an angel. No matter how heavy the hand, she would do anything. And by chance, when I was casted into that darkness, she was the voice I followed back to the light. I was so young, too young. My decaying flesh carries the scars and memories that won't fade. She's the reason I'm as loving as I was. She taught me to look at others as human beings and not objects. Now, whether it's pain, a simple kiss, hug, or I love you, disperse that rainy day. That's why I'll never understand why. Why she of all people was taken from me. The only one good thing I ever had in my life. And that was my mother. You ever feel lonely? Well, I didn't have any siblings. No one would claim me as their own. It is the first time in my life I questioned the point of living at all. If it wasn't for your family taking me in, I swear I was going to open my wrist or jump in front of the A train. But I found love. And I found it through my new family. Mr. P, man, he was the complete opposite of who my dad was. He was foreign to me. He was a good, honorable man, and to be honest, he intimidated me. I didn't believe I could ever be the man he tried teaching me to. Damn. Real talk, I was in love with that woman. Freak, if you're reading this right now, I'm sorry. I never met one hottie that came close to her. Mr. Peter's a lucky dude. But unlike my dad, he could recognize the angel in his presence. Aside from my own mom, she's the only other person I truly think understood me. I just wanted to be loved, yo. I just wanted to belong. CC, man, I've seen her make the hardest dudes break at the wrist. I've seen her turn coal into diamonds and then back into coal again, just by doing this intense stare she do. CC is no joke. I love her though. We used to be close. And again, I'm sorry, freak, but when your sister get all mad and on one, damn, I just... Whew. CC, I love you more than you will ever know. I hope in my time past you can finally forgive me. Yvette is beautiful. A woman about success, work ethic, and never settling for less. Which, that's why I didn't stand a chance. Freak was king, and me, a big, fat zero. She was cool though, chill, And when she wasn't being all uptight, that girl was mad funny. I could see why you fell in love with her. She could make any man better. She was exactly what I wanted, and definitely what you needed. Frequency vibrations. My boy, my blood. I'm sorry I couldn't be as great as you. I'm sorry I was your weight and not your pedestal. I wanted to be a lot of things. I thought I was the next prodigy. Then you hit that court, and I knew. It was it. It was you, freak. It was you. I didn't have much of a life. At least not one I could be proud of. Never said this to you, but I wanted to be you. All I wanted was a taste. Just a little taste of everything I never had. Can you blame me? Like my dad said, life is short, and I just wanted to live it abundant. I know it hurts, but your life would be better without me. There's nothing holding you down anymore, freak. I believe in you. And I always look out for you from above, B. Hey, bring that Jesus piece back for your boy, though, you know. That shuttle's work. I love you, freak. At least I did something right. At the end, I felt as though I had no place here anymore. I never felt as though I belonged. Maybe my greatness isn't heaven. Or maybe my greatness is you, freak. I just hope you and the fam remember me as I remember my mom. Look at people like human beings, not objects. Because if you wait, it's often too late. So just say you love them now, man. Be the voice they can follow out of darkness. Be to them what my mother was to me. An angel. Your boy, resting in power. Vic.
Salutations, I am Sharonis Jackson, portraying the role of Frequency Vibrations, aka Freak. I am from the Inland Empire, California, Philadelphia born, just showing love to everybody out there. That's an FOF.
Hello world, it's your boy Wade Wilson, aka Big Van Leah, Basquiat, and FOF, friend of Freak. Hey, I was born in Oakland, raised in Richmond, represent all day. Love y'all.
What's up, world? My name is Michelle Mitchenor. I play Cece. I'm representing Jersey. Shout out to my people on the shore and in the city. I'm now residing in LA, living the dream.
What's up, family? This is Gina Breedlove from Fort Greene, representing the Republic of Brooklyn, New York. I play Miss Martha. I wish you all so much love and peace.
What's up, everybody? My name is Arthur Richardson. I play Mr. Pete. I'm a GI soldier. That's Gary, Indiana, for those that don't know. And remember, it's not just a game.
What's up, y'all? My name is Anya Engel Adams, aka Yvette Ming Shing, and I'm originally from upstate New York by way of South Florida, representing for all the independent ladies. And just let them know we got our own, boo. Mwah.
Al Palagoni. Born in Brooklyn, New York, raised in Queens, New York, reprising the role of super sports agent Dom Pagnotti. That's right, the man, the myth, the legend, the king, #1, the best. You see this
See this
watch?
watch?
That's
Diamonds and platinum.
Gold,
No,
forget
no, get about it. Silver, forget about it.
That's like speed and power, and that's what I have.
I love that
Best,
line.
And I will represent you. Freaking and vibing, freaking and vibing, freaking and vibing. Go 2K16, yeah, boy.
Yo, hear me clearly and
Hear me good.
I'm Paul Garangelli from Petaluma, California, also known as P-Town, home of the Butter and Egg Parade and MoCap Madness, and I play the team owner.
Hello, my name is Spike Lee. I hope you enjoyed our NBA 2K16 feature film, Living the Dream. Dolly, a little faster, a little faster. You know I'm on the dolly. This is my signature shot. We had a great time doing this. And as I said before, I've never done this before. It was a very great learning experience for me. Worked with a great group of people in front of and behind the camera. And you know what? I want you to see everybody work on this film. So crew, come on in. Keep going. Keep going. All right. Freaking and vibrant. Freaking and vibrant. Cut!
Welcome to your second NBA season. Now that your career is progressing and your brand is growing, you will be challenged with managing increasing demands off the court. In between games, you'll have decisions to make on how to spend your off days. Will you refine your skill on the court and work on increasing your attributes in live practices? Do you want to earn fame and extra money by partnering with global brands? Or would you rather establish personal connections with some of the game's most influential personalities, which bring with them a variety of rewards? The choice is yours.
Ooh. Ah. Okay. So let's go to our endorsement, see what we got there. Phenomenal floor offering. You just gotta set a local endorsement offer from a floor. Why?
Welcome to Connections. Here, you're able to form relationships with NBA players, legends, and other personalities to earn a wide variety of rewards. Unique badges, clothing items, VC, My Team cards, and even your own Terminal 23 inspired MyCourt are just some of the available items. Spend your off days carefully.
Okay, so I want to make a friendship with my teammates. So there's one. Let's do DeAndre. Klay Thompson. Well, alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and head off. Good day of gaming. So I will see you guys tomorrow, maybe later tonight. If I get back on, I'm going to play something else. I'm pretty sure I'll probably play Black Ops or GTA or something. But I will see you guys then.